Man, if the white guys on Duke are doing this to you, you know you're in for a long day.
Bruner picked up the dribble, that opens the door for O'Connell with the tomahawk. Longest tenure in Division I basketball. 5 seconds. Here's O'Connell from the corner. White with the follow slam. Game behind Virginia Tech's Justin Robinson. There's another steal, and here he comes.
Can get out of control quickly, getting in a passing lane, but when they get that steal, they're immediately opportunistic to get two on the other end, and Barrett, no regard for the...
Combining for 45 points so far. Williamson's out ahead. The pass from Barrett takes him to the rim.
Lucky lefty, and then Duke shutting down this Yale team.
What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So, great sunset this morning. Benefits of getting up before 6 o'clock in the morning. But to get into the real stuff, so Duke did last week get a W against Yale. In the past few years, they've been playing them here and there, and even in the tournament 2 years ago. But it was pretty close, even at halftime, like usual. Every game's been, but they still blew them out by 30 plus, so that's awesome to see. Hopefully it can't continue, and I think they don't play for like another week or so, so not gonna really have that much news on them unless something catastrophic happens, obviously. But let's keep on going. Now the Chargers, they won this last weekend against Cincinnati 26-21. I told you it's probably going to be closer than it should be. And yes, again, I did not watch this game, so of course they won. I'm still going to continue that till it happens again, where, I mean, I'm not going to watch this Thursday's game even though I'm able to because I'm not working that day. But I just don't want to jinx it since they're already going to be out. Two running backs, their first string and second string, as you see right there. Both Melvin Gordon and Austin Eckler look pretty doubtful and questionable for an early game on this Thursday coming up against Kansas City. A game that will probably determine who's going to be the AFC West champion, and also, you know, who's going to get more home games during the playoffs. But it doesn't look like it's going to go the Chargers' way, so I'm going to use this voodoo or magic and definitely not watch them Thursday and see if it works or not. But definitely a tough task. And they're saying that the Chargers have finally found their kicker. Yes, it's been 2 to 3 years. It's just been so long since they've had a really honest, good kicker that it wasn't injured or messing up and losing games for them. And finally, I believe even this guy, Michael Badgley, he had like a career record, like the longest distance for a field goal kick for a Charger. So that's great to see. Obviously, he's a really good rookie, and we're glad to have him. Hopefully, we can keep him around a lot longer.
Basketball after a real ragged beginning to this game. Oh, look at him beat him off the dribble, throw it down. Hammer job.
Steal by Jason Pete.
Downtown.
Let's see if the Lakers can play with some energy now.
LeBron James. That's energy.
Hopefully you can see me a little bit better now that my light's working. But yes, the Lakers did get a W against Memphis. They pretty much led the whole game a few days ago. And then just yesterday they played Miami the second time this season, and the very last time that LeBron and Dwayne Wade will play against each other, because it's most likely Dwayne Wade's final season in the NBA. And it lived up to the hype. A lot of the game, Miami was actually winning for a bit because of Justice Winslow, the ex-Duke player, but I'll get to him a little bit later. This career high in points. And then also Dwayne Wade was just making a few plays down the end, but obviously LeBron made a bit more, and the Lakers won by 3. It came down to a final shot. Obviously Dwayne Wade and LeBron going at it at the very end, so that was pretty cool to see. But luckily the Lakers got the W, and we're able to continue this little bit of a win streak that we have right now. and hopefully it will get better. And there was a little bit of news that there might be a 3-team trade going for Trevor Ariza, who's with the Phoenix Suns right now. So it just seems like we keep poaching or trying to get a lot of the Phoenix Suns players for some reason. But I don't know. He's okay. He's a little bit past his time, I think. I don't know how much of a knockdown three-point shooter he is. I know he's pretty good on defense. There might be some other players I would be interested in, but we'll see how that goes. It's not official yet, so that's why I haven't said anything about it or put up a picture, but let me give you guys a heads up. Looks like USC is coming along with their coaching staff on the defensive line. They're trying to poach defensive line coach from Boise State, Chad K. I don't know how to say your last name, buddy, but looks like Hawaiian, and it'll definitely be a lot easier to get a lot of Polynesian or Hawaiian-born players to come to USC now instead of trying to go somewhere else. But he's done a lot of good things up there for that program, and hopefully he can do the same for USC. Then Mike Jinks, he was an ex-head coach at Bowling Green, but now it looks like he's going to be the running back coach for USC. So Bowling Green's always been like a high-powered offense anyway, so hopefully he can bring some flair to USC, just like we hope Cliff Kingsbury is going to do as well, being offensive coordinator. So there's some interesting USC news. It's not official yet that they got him, but it looks like it's pretty much in the works. And then that ridiculous toe tap touchdown, like double possession that Juju Smith did yesterday against the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders still won, good for them, but I mean, that toe tap and crazy touchdown, that was just awesome by the ex-USC wide receiver. Then another USC wide receiver, for some reason, I don't know how he hasn't done this already, but it's his first time getting over 1,000 yards in the NFL. He's a great player. Robert Woods, one of the best wide receivers we've had in the past 20 years at USC. And yeah, I'm just surprised it's gotten him so long. He should have came to Chargers a long time ago. Would have been a lot better there, but you know, hopefully he still can continue, and maybe when his contract is up, then he'll come to the Chargers. Right there, you just saw a pretty nice play dunk for Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics, an ex-Duke player, against Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. That was a pretty cool dunk from last night. Then also both Justice Winslow and Luke Kennard, both ex-Duke players, both actually scored 28 points last night. I believe they're both the career highs for both those guys. I know it said for Justice Winslow officially, but I think even during that video it said that Kennard had only scored 23, the most in his NBA career so far. So that's pretty cool to see. And even Winslow, he's been on a pretty much of a hot streak the past 3 games, going over 20 points. So hopefully he can continue that and show out and prove why he was a lottery pick in the beginning to begin with. And it looks like the Anaheim Ducks extended their general manager, Bob Murray, for 2 more seasons, it looks like, on his contract. I don't know, it's been kind of off and on. He hasn't really made a pretty big like splash trade or anything like that for the Ducks. He did just make a trade actually yesterday for Adam Crankel, I believe his name was. He's a forward from the Maple Leafs, but I don't know how good he is. I know the Ducks gave up a defensive player for him, but we'll see how this goes. Should be interesting, and yeah, on to some pretty big news right now. And yeah, some pretty big news for myself that Tom DeLonge's one of his shows is going to actually be on TBS. They're in negotiations right now. It's going to be about the paranormal series Strange Times. which I'm pretty sure when it comes out, a lot of people will get it confused with Stranger Things, even though I never watched Stranger Things because I believe they stole most of the ideas and the basic notion of everything, of how that show goes from Strange Times that Tom DeLonge created, which was a comic book, and that was about 3 or 4 years before Stranger Things ever came out on Netflix, so kind of a sour feeling about that, but that's great news. Can't wait to see it. Hopefully it'll be awesome. Thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe, comment down below, let me know what y'all think, and have a great rest of your day.